need I tell you one-on-one? If you are a talker, stop on in and have a chat with Greg Walker. One-on-one, let me tell you, brother, there's been imitators, but there'll never be another.
Oh. Welcome to One-on-One. I am your host, Greg Walker. I hope you tuned in last week to show number 1. Our guest is back for show number 2. The very talented singer-songwriter Bobby Keel is in the house once again. He's going to play some music. We're going to talk about a wide array of subject matter. He's an interesting man. He's also a lot of fun to be around. Settle back, relax, and enjoy show number 2 with our guest, Bobby Keel, right after these words.
Thank you for voting Matthews Nissan Clarksville's favorite new car dealer. We're doing it again. Big savings on 400 new, $7,888 off a new Altima, $5,888 off a new Rogue, $6,888 off a new Maxima. Buy a new Versa, $9,999. You're going to love our prices.
I'm Gary Matthews, and that's my guarantee.
You're gonna love our prices, Matthews Nissan.
The Leaf Chronicle is now available on every device you carry or don't carry. All things Clarksville, in all media, 24/7. Subscribe now for full access.
For 100 years, Neil Tarpley Parchment Funeral Home has honored legacies. We believe every family deserves a special time of celebrating a life well lived.
Neil Tarpley Parchment, people who care, a name you can trust.
Welcome, show number 2. Bobby Keel's back in the house this week. Man, that's a
Good
quick
to see you,
week.
brother.
You changed shirts. I still got the same one on.
Well, you know, you save on laundry costs.
That's exactly right. You got to tell us, I hope you saw the show last week. If you didn't, a very interesting man. We found out, Steve Sawyer and I did, he's also a Davy Crockett scholar, I promise you that. He got stories about Crockett. He could just sit and tell you all day. Be good to go to some school or something, and if you're studying that, Bobby can tell you all about Davy Crockett. But what about this guitar you got today? I mean, I'm going to tell you, that's special. Look at all these signatures, folks. You told me every guitar you've ever had has been given to you.
Every guitar that I own has been given to me, yeah. This guitar was given to me by Mickey Newberry. Mickey Newberry was a great songwriter. He's like a songwriter. Yeah. He wrote, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. He wrote Sweet Memories,
beautiful.
And so many great songs. And he gave me this guitar back in '84, and I've just had my friends through the years that sign it for me, and everybody who signed the guitar has played it. Got Chet Atkins, Merle Haggard, Doug Dillard from the Darlings on Andy Griffith's show. Gary Rosenthal, Billy Powell, and Ed King, Owen Hale from Leonard Skinner. Also got Leon Wilkerson on here.
Johnny Cash,
June Carter, David Hungate, who is the bass player for the rock band Toto. My dear friend Wayne Brown, who we lost several years ago to a car crash. He was one of the founding members of the Ballistic Pintos, my band. I got Danny Shirley from Confederate Railroad. It's a lot of them on there, and a lot of them, are not still there. And somebody asked me one time, said, Bobby, what's the deal? Their names have worn off of it. And I said, oh no, they've worn into it.
Very good answer.
Their essence is still there,
That's a great answer.
And
still sounds good too.
Oh, it's a good little guitar.
That's got the Mexican touch.
That's a little intro to Malaguena.
Yes, there, see? South of the border. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's you know, it'll go to my son, you know, when I don't need it anymore.
And you got 3 of those sons.
I got 3 sons, Robbie, Michael, and Dylan. All of them are good boys.
Dylan's a musician.
Dylan's a musician. My oldest son, Robbie, can sing like a bird, but he was a baseball player. He played for Ball State for a couple of years and then went to St. Leo's in Florida and played. And
it's a good school. And
came back home, and he didn't play for the Clarksville Coyotes, which I know I would have loved for him to play for, but he played for the Columbia Mules for a season and then got drafted by the Cincinnati Reds and played in their farm system for a couple of 3 years. And Robbie's a great kid. Yeah, he's a great golfer, great dad. Just, you know.
That's what counts, man.
Absolutely.
That's what counts. We talked about it before. It is easier to be nice and be good than to be bad.
Absolutely.
It's easier.
And all three of
my
sons are well mannered. That's one thing I can say. They are always yes sir, no sir.
And Bobby, let me tell you, he loves kids. Bobby, he loves people. He's from the heart guy. I say that about you. The toy run that Bikers Who Care put on every year. What is it? 31 years you've done that?
This will be the 31st year.
This will be the 31st.
Consecutive.
That comes up in September?
September, 3rd weekend in September. The band that I've been playing with, Kenny Baggett and Wayne Brown and I put it together.
The Ballistic Pinto.
August 31st, 1996, in Powderhorn Park, Oklahoma. We were opening for Joe Stampley, and so anyway, the DJ said, "What's the name of your band?" And we all kind of looked at each other because we didn't really have a name, and I just said, "The Ballistic Pintos." And when I said that, the DJ busted out laughing. He said, "I love it." And it stuck. So Kenny and I still perform with Daryl Goppert. He's our bass player. And since '96, we've been doing the toy run together, the 3 of us. But before that, you know, I've not missed one. And I wrote a song last year with the BWC in mind, and it's called "Give Every Kid a Rainbow" because, you know, they sponsor and underwrite Camp Rainbow.
Yeah.
And it's all about the kids. It's not about you. It's not about me.
I'm with you.
It's all about the kids.
I'm with you. Let's hear that song.
All righty.
Don't forget not to hit your mic. There you go.
Give every kid a rainbow. Give every kid a smile. You'll never stand as tall as you can till you stoop to help a child. Stoop to help a child. Don't just be a signpost. Be a guiding light, shining on those little ones most precious in God's sight. Most precious in God's sight. Give every kid a rainbow. Give every kid a smile. You'll never stand tall as you can till you stoop to help a child. Stoop to help a child. Every little thing we do is part of something big. It's not about you, it's not about me. It's all about the kid. So we pay it forward. Be that helping hand. And there for those who need us most. We give everything we can. Yes, we do everything we can. Give every kid a rainbow. Give every kid a smile. You'll never stand as tall as you can till you stoop to help a child. Stoop to help a child. Give every kid a rainbow. Give every child a smile. You'll never stand as tall as you can till you stoop to help a child. Stoop to help a child. Stoop to help a child. Stoop to help a child.
Oh, that is wonderful. That's a touching song. I love that.
Thank you.
That's the first time I've ever heard you play that, man.
Yeah.
You've had that for a while?
I wrote it about a year ago. I
Oh,
guess.
about a year ago? Mm-hmm. Man, Bobby Keel, show number 2, back after this.
The Leaf Chronicle is now available on every device you carry or don't carry. All things Clarksville in all media 24/7. Subscribe now for full access.
Welcome back. Bobby Keel with us. Show number 2 today. Bobby Keel has got a CD out. It's Bobby Keel Songwriter. Let you know Bobby's been nominated for the Songwriters of the Year Hall of Fame. Not of the year, just Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, what a great honor. On this CD right here, I'm glad I finally got that out. You've got artists on here that have recorded these songs. Freddie Powers, Hank Williams Jr., Sandy Carroll, the Ballistic Pintos, David Allen Coe.
Yeah.
I mean, all types. It's 15 songs on this CD. Where can they get the CD?
Contact me at Bobby Keel, Hotmail, or on Facebook, or come out and hear me play, and I'll have a few for sale, so just come on out.
Yeah, Bobby Keel on Facebook, that's K-E-E-L, and also Bobby Keel at hotmail.com.
Hotmail.com.
Hotmail.com. I'm just going down through here. David Allen Coe did Time Off for Bad Behavior. Let's see which one Hank did here.
Whiskey on Ice is on there.
Whiskey on Ice. That sounds like him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Give us one of those too.
Let's see here.
Whatever you feel like, really. Hall of Fame nominee. That is quite an honor. He's got gold records, platinum records. You don't show them off, though, do you?
Yeah, they in the closet at the house. Got some down in the basement. Glass is cracked on them. That's all well and good. I don't get off into that stuff too much.
You get off in doing your music.
I get off. I've got 3 of them hanging at my good friend John Nicolosi's recording studio here in town, Nico Records over on Greenwood. And I'm not into that vanity stuff, I don't get into jewelry or bling and all that stuff. I get into golf and playing music.
I got you, buddy. Which one you gonna do?
I'm gonna do a little bit of Whiskey on Ice that I wrote. It started out as Warm Women and Cold Beer. I was writing a honky-tonk song for my good friend Joe Stampley. And I pulled up to headquarters down at Dover, and it was in the fall of the year, and it was a Shell station. Ronnie Powers' his family owned the Shell, distributorship at the time. Mm-hmm. And there was a big sign out there by the gas pumps. It was in November, and it said, "Get fire and ice protection for your car. Use Shell antifreeze," And I said, well, so it went from warm women and cold beer to whiskey on ice and women on fire. But anyway, Hank did it. And I wrote it. And I gave it to him one day, and he piddled with it a little bit, and then he cut it and 2 other songs that I wrote the next day. So that's pretty quick on that one. But anyway, Hank did this song. Confederate Railroad did it. Travis Tritt did it, and Kid Rock's been doing a version of it. So,
Good gosh, man.
woke up this morning, I was tasting Jim Beam. I was holding the answer to some old boy's dream. Got a bad reputation, reckon I'm a live wire, like my whiskey on ice and my women on fire.
Woo. Who don't?
From Memphis to Mobile, I played all the dives. Lord knows I'm lucky just to still be alive. Hey, I'm a Stewart County rebel, and I will not be denied of my whiskey on ice and my women on fire. I like my whiskey on ice and my women on fire. I like a good sounding guitar and won't be called a liar. I spent many long nights with the burning desire for my whiskey on ice and my women. I like my women on fire. Now folks talk about me, I reckon they always will. Think it's been an easy ride, they say I've had it downhill. What they don't think about, now what they don't realize is the shoes that I'm filling are a mighty big size. Oh, now one night in Nashville tried to take my own life. All my best friends done left me, Lord, and so had my wives. That stride to Florida made me realize that some whiskey on ice and some Florida honey's on fire. Hey, I like my whiskey on ice and my women on fire. A good sounding guitar and I won't be called a liar. I spent many long nights with a burning desire for my whiskey on ice and my women on fire. Hey, I like my whiskey on ice and my women on fire. I like a good sounding guitar and I won't be called a liar. Now I've done grown old, but I'll never grow tired of my whiskey on ice and my women. I like my women on fire. Women on fire.
That's top-notch country right there, buddy.
Thank you,
Top
brother.
notch. That's country all over. What's the best advice Bobby Keel's ever received?
The KISS method.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly.
Isn't that the truth?
Now, don't complicate your life.
I guarantee you.
I'm probably the most predictable person on the planet. You know, I pretty much eat the same food all the time, play the same golf course all the time, and just you know, be honest. You know, be honest and just keep it simple. You know,
What do you think, Bobby, is the truest sign of success?
love.
Man, it's hard to achieve, isn't it?
It's something
If
you get it, you
achieve
better
enough
hold
of
on to it.
Yes, sir, buddy.
You better have friends.
Amen.
You know, I've got friends from all spectrums of life, from people that's worth literally hundreds of millions of dollars to people like me that ain't got a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of. And you know what? Some of the happiest people I know are the people that get up every morning, go to work, and struggle through the day, and go with their kids to ball practice
Yeah.
and ball games, and don't have a lot of complications, and just, to me, success is happiness and just being yourself.
What do you admire most in a person?
Honesty.
Most people do, will say honesty.
Realism.
Do you have a most memorable moment in your life?
Sure. 3 sons.
3 sons, when they were born.
3 sons.
If you had a do-over in life, Bobby, what would you do differently?
I don't know. I don't think I'd do anything, because if I'd done something differently along the way, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I'm happier than I've ever been in my life.
That's great. Now, Bobby, we're not going to get into politics, but you really like politics. I mean, you keep up with it.
I enjoy politics.
You do. You keep up with it. He gets in some great debates on Facebook at times. But if you were president, what is the first thing you would want to do?
Rebuild America, the infrastructure.
It needs it, doesn't it?
It needs it. We are the greatest. We are the greatest country in the history of mankind, and our roads and our water lines,
bridges. People
in the Northeast up there, they're pumping gas through lines that's been underground for over 100 years, and that's shameful. I think we need to take care of our old people and our people who are less fortunate, who are sick and can't afford things. I'm very conservative about a lot of things, but I have so much faith in this country and the people in this country, and I think everybody is valuable.
Life is valuable.
Valuable.
Some people treat it like it's nothing.
And it's sad.
Nothing. They don't even...
Or they feel like, their life is more important than everybody else's.
Or they feel like their life is not important at all. Nobody cares.
Exactly, and it's
not true.
I do believe everybody in this, I think we're the richest country in the world. I believe
everybody's put in on this earth. I feel like God puts everybody on this earth for a purpose.
Yep.
What that purpose is, we may not ever know.
Well, it's not for us to decide.
No, it's not.
It's not,
Fate decides that.
That's exactly right, My grandfather had 23 children, and 2 of them died young.
23 children?
Yeah, my mother had 22 brothers and sisters.
Well...
Out of 2 families. My mother's mother died when my mother was a small girl, but there were 7. My grandfather remarried and had 16. My oldest uncle, Wilbur Wallace, he was a realtor here in town. And Uncle Wilbur was born, I think, in 1911, and my youngest aunt was born in 1952, the same year that I was.
Unreal.
I went to high school every day with my aunt. And my mother graduated high school the same year I did.
Really?
She dropped out in 1940 to marry my dad. In December, she was Miss Stewart County High. Mother was a beautiful lady and a smart lady. And, I grew up in Dover. Everybody was pretty much, on the same level. We went to Deal's and bought Tough Nut jeans and Red Ball Jets tennis shoes. And everybody wore them, There was no, I never realized there was no social classes, no designer clothes.
Right.
My mother made dresses for half the girls in the county,
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just,
Simple.
Simple. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Your KISS
That's it.
method, which is right. Bobby Keel, stretch run coming up. This is show number 2. Man, I've had fun with him. 8 at the end, right after this.
Thank you for voting Matthews Nissan Clarksville's favorite new car dealer. We're doing it again. Big savings on 400 new, $7,888 off a new Altima, $5,888 off a new Rogue, $6,888 off a new Maxima. Buy a new Versa, $9,999. You're going to love our prices.
I'm Gary Matthews, and that's my guarantee.
You're gonna love our prices. Matthews Nissan.
For 100 years, Neil Tarpley Parchment Funeral Home has celebrated legacies with services as unique as each life.
Neil Tarpley Parchment, people who care, a name you can trust.
Well, we just got 3 minutes left, and I hate that. Bobby, it's been a lot of fun with you.
Always
I
great.
promise you, man.
Always great. Look
Love
forward
you.
to the next time, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope we can do it again. Don't forget Bobby Keel, songwriter, his CD. You can go find Bobby Keel on Facebook. You can go to bobbykeel@hotmail.com. And you play gigs all around the area.
Sure.
You can find him there as well. You know, we've gone from whiskey. We're going to go out with gospel today. You love gospel music, don't you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
We were all raised on that stuff.
I've written all kind. I wrote a song called "Don't Blame It on the Apple, Blame It on the Pear on the Ground." I can do that one, or I can do another one I wrote called "Jesus, You Saved Me from Me." Just you know, I've got a bunch of them. I've written.
Don't you go to the songwriters? What is it? Convention down in Gulf?
It's a Frank Brown International Songwriters Festival. I'll be going back this year. It's billed as the 200 top songwriters in the world. Get invited every year. They do take in new writers, keep the thing alive. But it's the creme de la creme of the songwriting community, and pop music as well as. Or just all genres of music.
Has the industry changed much, songwriters, over the years?
Oh, gosh, yeah. It. We're going through some situations right now. The DOJ, Department of Justice, just ruled that basically an ASCAP writer and a BMI writer can't write together anymore because they only want to pay to one, one of the two. And with the internet downloads, it's costing songwriters their lifeblood. I mean,
really,
royalties are going down. I had a song that had like 300,000 plays and 300,000 downloads. I'm sorry, and it made like $120.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. David Hungate, the bass player for Toto, told me that they had 12 million plays on a song, and that they got a little over $800.
My gosh.
Whereas beforehand, it was 10 cents a copy, or whatever.
Right.
So.
All right, a gospel song to play us out. Okay. We'll have you back some other time. You know I like that. Hey, I love being with you.
I love being with you too, my brother.
Let's have some gospel.
All right.
Make me feel good.
Jesus, I was drowning in the waters you walked upon.